honorable dignitaries, esteemed guests, industry leaders present here today, friends. At the outset, let me thank Sri K.R. Jyotilalji for inviting me here to this Global Hydrogen and Renewable Energy Summit. And it is indeed a privilege for me to speak on a subject I think that lies at the very heart of India's aspirations, our energy transformation as we march towards Viksit Bharat 2047. The vision of developed India, one that is economically prosperous, socially inclusive, and environmentally sustainable, rests upon a fundamental transformation of our energy sector, as has also been pointed out by the previous speaker. The way we produce, distribute, and consume energy will determine whether we achieve this ambitious goal or not by 2047. And as we embark on this journey, we must acknowledge that India's energy landscape is at a critical juncture. Today, we are the world's third largest energy consumer. Mr. Kirloskar also pointed out that. With the demand expected to nearly triple by 2047, and our economic growth, rapid urbanization, and expanding industries necessitate a robust energy infrastructure that is reliable, affordable, and clean. While we have made remarkable strides in expanding energy access, deploying renewable energy, and building infrastructure, there are significant challenges which still remains. Our economy is still heavily reliant on fossil fuels, with coal amounting to over 55% of our electricity generation and crude oil imports comprising over 80% of our consumption. Though electrification has reached nearly every village, uninterrupted and affordable power remains an issue, particularly in rural and remote areas. Our transmission and distribution network face inefficiencies, and our commitment to achieve net zero by 2070 demands urgent action to accelerate the clean energy transition. And in this context, to realize the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047, I think India's energy transformation must be guided by three fundamental principles: sustainability, self-reliance, and innovation. Sustainability, as you all know, ensures that our economic growth does not come at the cost of environmental degradation. Self-reliance in energy will enhance our national security and economic resilience, and innovation will drive new technologies that make clean energy affordable and accessible to all. And the foundation of this transformation will be the scaling up of renewable energy sector. The government commitment to achieve 500 gigawatt of non-fossil fuel capacity by 2030 under the National Electricity Plan is a major step towards this goal. India has already demonstrated global leadership in solar energy, and with over 5,000 trillion kilowatt hours of solar potential annually, we have the opportunity to become a renewable energy powerhouse. The Pradhan Mantri Suryodaya Yojana, which aims to install rooftop solar on 1 crore homes, will help accelerate this transition towards decentralized energy solution, and that's very important as we go forward. And wind energy too holds immense promise. India has a coastline of over 7,500 kilometers, offering tremendous potential for offshore wind energy. The National Offshore Wind Energy Policy is working to harness this potential, with pilot projects already set up along Gujarat and Tamil Nadu coasts. Onshore wind capacity is also being expanded, with several hybrid projects combining solar and wind energy to maximize efficiency. And by 2047, we must ensure that these renewable sources account for the majority of our electricity generation. However, scaling renewables alone is not enough. One of the biggest challenges with renewable energy is intermittency. Solar power is unavailable at night and wind speeds vary. So to overcome these challenges, I think we need to invest heavily in energy storage solutions. The National Program on Advanced Chemistry Cell Battery aims to establish a robust domestic battery manufacturing ecosystem, reducing reliance on imports and ensuring energy security. Additionally, pumped hydro storage, which uses surplus renewable energy to pump water uphill and release it to generate electricity when needed, must be expanded. Smart grids that can manage supply and demand more efficiently and integrate different energy sources will also be crucial. Another green pillar of our energy transformation as we go forward will be the development of green hydrogen, and much has been talked about that. That's a fuel that has the potential to decarbonize some of our most energy intensive industries, hard to abate sectors, including cement, steel, and chemicals. Through the National Green Hydrogen Mission, India has set an ambitious target of producing 5 million metric tons of green hydrogen annually by 2030. The government has introduced production-linked incentives to boost domestic manufacturing of electrolyzers and encourage industrial adoption of green hydrogen. Green hydrogen also has the potential to transform sectors that have historically been difficult to decarbonize. As I mentioned, the steel industry, for instance, is one of the largest emitters of carbon dioxide. The use of hydrogen-based direct reduction process can eliminate the need for coal, making the sector significantly cleaner in the times to come. Similarly, in ammonia production for fertilizers, green hydrogen can replace fossil fuel-based hydrogen, reducing emission drastically. The transportation sector, particularly the long-haul freight and aviation, can also benefit from hydrogen fuel cells, which provides higher energy density than batteries. And to support large-scale adoption, the government has announced viability gap funding for green hydrogen projects and is working on developing hydrogen hubs across the country. The recently introduced green hydrogen standards provide clear guidelines on production and certification, and that is further going to strengthen the regulatory framework. However, to make green hydrogen truly viable, I think we need to reduce the cost of electrolyzers and ensure a stable supply of renewable electricity for green hydrogen production. Another important aspect is ensuring energy security. Today, our dependence on imported oil and gas exposes us to geopolitical risk and economic vulnerabilities. And to reduce this dependence, the government is enhancing domestic oil and gas production through the discovered small field policy and open acreage licensing policy. Efforts are also being made to expand coal bed methane and deep sea production. While reducing dependence on fossil fuel imports, we must simultaneously enhance domestic energy production. India has significant reserves of coal, and while coal will continue to play a role in the near terms, its use must be made cleaner through carbon capture and utilization storage, CCUS. The government National Mission on CO2 Storage aims to develop indigenous CCUS technologies that can be deployed in high emission sectors. The National Bioenergy Missions and the Ethanol Blending Program are also playing a crucial role in reducing crude oil imports. India has already achieved a 12% ethanol blending target, and I think as we go forward, we aim to reach 30% by 2030 or 2035 or so. The introduction of flex fuel vehicles and incentive for second generation ethanol production will further accelerate this shift. Another crucial aspect and a key enabler will be development of infrastructure. A nationwide super grid being developed under the One Sun, One World, One Grid initiative will connect renewable energy rich states to high demand regions, ensuring efficient energy distributions. Small grid powered by artificial intelligence and IoT can help optimize energy use, prevent outages, and improve overall efficiency. The transportation sector, which accounts for nearly 40% of India's oil consumption, will need a further radical shift towards electrification and clean mobility as we go forward to achieve the dream of Viksit Bharat 2047. The faster adoption and manufacturing of hybrid and electrical vehicle scheme, along with the PLI scheme for advanced chemistry cells, battery storage, aims to accelerate the adoption of EVs and strengthen domestic manufacturing. And by 2047, I think India should aim to have 100% electrification of two-wheelers, three-wheelers, and urban transport buses, with gradual electrification of long-haul trucks and railways to really achieve the aim of a Viksit Bharat which is sustainable. India's energy transition also presents an opportunity for us to emerge as a leader in global energy diplomacy. And through initiatives such as International Solar Alliance and Global Biofuel Alliance, we have already positioned ourselves at the forefront of the global clean energy movement. Expanding our role in energy trade and partnerships, particularly in technology collaboration with countries like the US, Japan, and the EU, will be essential for scaling up innovations as we go forward. So, in conclusion, I would like to say that the journey to Viksit Bharat 2047 demands a bold policies, significant investment, and collaborative efforts across government, industry, and society. The transition to a sustainable energy future must also be just and inclusive, and that's very important. We need to ensure that the economic and social benefit of this transformation reach all the sections of the society. Every Indian, from entrepreneurs and engineers to farmers and students, has a role to play in this energy revolution. So, by harnessing the full potential of renewables, investing in emerging technologies, ensuring energy security, and fostering global partnerships, I think we can set a new benchmark for sustainable development. I think Viksit Bharat is within our reach. We need to energize our future together. Thank you very much for inviting me here once again. Thank you.